Okay, we're back. Dog has actually had 2 walks. Didn't do a whole lot. I did go back into an ALS and export the control settings, so now I should just be able to go into project setting, go down to inputs, and import those things, and not have to worry about setting up all the bindings and everything myself. Yep, got all the action mappings in there now. This is crap. So we're gonna clear this. I will need touch eventually, so capture permanently. Do not lock, right? Might have to do no mouse capture until everything's all set up and done, just so I have a way to actually, whenever we're doing touchscreens, my old stuff used to, yeah, it'll have to be no mouse capture. All right, ALS, C jumps. I think it's this button. Yep, it's got a nice ragdoll. Gets up from his ragdoll. It's got a nice mounting system. I have some vault animations and stuff that we'll try to get vaulting in here. Feet have inverse kinematics on them. It's not set up right now. What button does that? But see the feet actually do all the different things. Feet position with the ground, 1 foot higher than the other if it should be. Strafes to the side, has all its back movements. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's it. Rotation modes. Notice his head actually turns, and then once you get far enough, he pivots. It's my preferred method, but in stuff like the climbing system, you actually have to disable that. I did a little work right here just for fun. I'll check that out after I show that I put the climbing system's blocks up here and just hit the recalculates. Oh, I should have pushed those into the wall. Oh well. And some things here for whenever I get the climbing system. The reactive water is going to go in this pool I made, which showed you last because I can't get out. Okay. Now then, very good sky. We do custom time of day. Let me choose the directional light. Have to make sure that thing is set to movable. Alright. And then I'm going to hit enable time of day and we'll set it to 1 minute. That'll just show that stuff off a little bit more. Alright. Now then, there's a whole bunch of stuff I have to do for cleaning up some of this stuff now. We got all the animations for the climbing system, and I've got the advanced climbing system in here for those little green blocks. All that stuff. This component will have to be added in there. It's got enumerations, all that stuff. We've already deleted the skeleton, so once it's actually attached to the ALS, it should go pretty smoothly. It's been a year since I've done this, so I might not remember exactly how, but you got the custom movement stuff. And let's see. Okay, yeah, you're going to have to move the macros over, create the functions, recreate the variables, all that kind of stuff. It's not horrible. We come up here, advanced locomotion. Actually, you know what? We'll do the reactive water first. I don't need the maps. I probably should have waited to do that. The system is going to be all sorts of angry about that. Yeah, I should have done all that kind of cleanup when I wasn't recording. Really, that kind of cleanup I can just do in the file content browser too. Since I'm removing maps that I won't use, they're not going to break anything whenever I just delete them. Content. That one's actually working on that one, so I'm not going to do it. The starter pack doesn't showcase UMap. Delete that one. I believe that's it. Animation, starter pack, that was already. Bossy enemy, maps, delete it. Force delete. Here, delete this. Box, so that can stay for now. Custom movement, maps, delete. Industrial pop pack, maps, delete. Good sky, maps. Is there no maps? Looks like there's no maps. I already cleaned that one up, I guess. Globe, it can stay in there. Swimming animation set, maps gone. I got the swimming animation set free off the Unreal Marketplace. This third person blueprint is probably not used for anything, but I better make sure I get all the skeletal stuff and everything. Showcase, remove. I think components, I added that in while we were gone. I think component overview, change log, these should both be things I can get rid of. Unnecessary content. Is it? Yes, it is. Alright, we'll get rid of the map. We're going to keep the rest though, because it gives you some of the fancy stuff like camouflage and everything. We might incorporate that stuff. Alright, and we're going to go to the advanced locomotion, blueprints, character logic. Is it under character logic? Base character, yep, it sure is. I like to do the work in the mannequin blueprint. This one I'll actually, nope, this isn't the one I want. We'll actually add it to the ALS base character blueprint, which has all the stuff, yes. Alright. This thing should be able to compile now that I've actually brought in the controls. Yes. Add components. Alright. We are going to want the UTC joystick. I'll name left joystick. It won't be used right now, but eventually that'll be our whole thing. Pinch for zoom controls on the stuff. Mobile zoom. There should be a where's the one I'm looking for? There's one for the blueprint custom movement component. There we go. Custom climb, that'll work. compile that right now. Save. Alright. Whenever I do bring the water stuff in, things are going to get a little messy. Here's the water. I'll link it in the description and everything. There's actually a display that shows it off. It's free. It's the reactive water version 3. Oh, glass. Grass. He added grass to it? Interesting. Third person blueprint. If you open it up, you'll see it's actually pretty straightforward and simple. The big thing is down here in tags, you add a tag called water. And that's about it. So I don't know why I closed the actual ALS blueprint. Character logic. Alright, tags. You add a tag, water. Since this is the parent of all the other ones, that should actually just bring it all out. It's been a while since I worked at this. Let me see if he's really added a whole bunch of... There's a water tag over here that's new. Spawn water splashes. I probably need to just copy all that over to my stuff. Begin play. Run animation has begun. Splash. Yeah, it looks like some of this code is actually going to have to be set tag spawn particle water. Spawn objects and water jets. No, that's for other stuff. Gamepad, screen resolution, fast walk. Mostly just control stuff. Animation example. Check if characters overlapping water surface. Adjust gravity. So it looks like it'll be... This stuff down here is the logic port. Some of this stuff is not going to bode well for mobile, but it's okay. It'll be okay. Over here, paste it. And then, just to make things simple, I'm going to right click and this will be the water graph. I could really make this a whole separate graph or whatever, but just to keep this kind of on this page, it's just a collapsed graph. It still does everything it does. If they have inputs or outputs in them, it'll show up on there so that you can actually lead things into it. Oh man, okay. File that. Create this variable. Create this variable. Create this variable. He's made quite a bit of changes in this. We're going to have to bring those functions over. Create this variable. I should thin up that list a little bit. Alright, so over here, we're going to have some functions. No, macros, no. What is he calling there then? looks like you should have functions in here. Input access, left turn, right turn, escape, prevent tick. I'm a little confounded. What does this actually lead to then? Reset arm speeds and stuff. It's not actually character movement, inputs. Doesn't have any character movement components. It's nothing special in here. Capsule component, mesh, inherited. Oh, it's a custom event. Reset arms and okay. So I'm gonna grab the name off this. So I type it exactly how he does. Copy. And we'll go over here and we'll create custom event. Add custom event. We'll change this name to this. Alright. Reset arms and speed. Just like that. And there's going to be a couple references of this, it looks like. Alright, let's see now. We need to actually go over here, find references, and find out where that was, because it's not going to have it just over mine. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for just the reset arm speed one. Okay, reset arm rotation, Mach speed max. Looks like I didn't get all the code for that. There we go. And then this one. Let's delete this. No, I actually want to trigger this. Reset. I don't want to call it. I want to actually use it. Where did I put the original? able to call this, but not actually. You can only have one of them, that's why, and it was floating around out there. Okay. Set valid water bodies. Create the variable. Set overlapping. Create the variable. Get overlapping. Create the variable. Get water plane. Create the variable. Is sprinting. Actually have this out of the ALS somewhere already. I think it's running. No. Sprint. Shoot. Variables. Not components, references, input, dates, values. Can't remember what all the states are. In air, grounded. Okay. Movement actions. Rolling, getting up, low mantle, high mantle, gait. Walking, sprinting. There you go. So you'll have to place this with the enums from ALS. So we're going to find references. Yeah. This will be equal. Should have a, there we go, equal to sprinting. We'll plug it in. And wherever it is for setting, I probably don't even have to worry about now because the ALS will already set it and keep track of it. Is slow walking. Alright, so now I can just delete this, pull the gate back out, get, and do equal is walking. Because it'll always be one or the other, walking or sprinting. It actually has a few other running. Should probably go back up to that other one and set the running also, but promote that to a variable. Alright, hit a quick compile, and it looks like that was enough to, there's probably some stuff I need to clean up in there about the is sprinting and all that stuff, but it shouldn't be horribly whatever. It just won't be the cleanest anything. Let's save that and save this. Alright, this reactive water is actually pretty awesome. We'll toss the ball down. So there's some shit to play with here. And then content browser, body of water. I really like this body of water. It's pretty awesome. But it is lacking in the fact that the engine won't let you just put a physics body inside of a blueprint, uh, which was always my biggest complaint on this stuff. But it's really nice because you just set this pole, grab your little widget down here, stretch it out, and it automatically tessellates the material for you and everything, and it's there. Gonna check this lead and stuff, just being finicky. Okay. You'll notice that it's got a post-process effect underwater. Looks great. Will not look the same on mobile. Most people's mobiles won't even actually render the water as reactive or anything. Apparently that ball is a little bouncy. I probably had it clipped into the ground and it probably did its whole thing. You saw the whole sky change right there. Where'd the ball go? Is it still falling? I think it's up there being neutrally buoyant in the air. Alright, so this water should... Oh, nope, I don't have all the tags and stuff set up apparently. Probably going to unclapse this graph just on principle. Expand. There we go. Just move it all down here. Kind of upsetting they just went and changed stuff, but it looks like it's a little better. Hopefully it is. Alright, let's pass it. Water functions, you got the global updater blueprint. Let's double check our character blueprint and see what we're missing here. Start to wake out, fall speed, all that stuff. Alright, go here. Don't see anything special. Arm rotation speed. Is there a construction script that matters? I think I already checked it. Looks like a big no on that. Input action, jump left, escape, control low. I think in play, fire, water, splash, event tick. Gotta hope something's not on event tick over here, and of course something's on event tick over here. Check and see if characters overlapping water surface. I think I've already got that, but it's probably not actually connected over here. Calculate height. Run animation has notify. Check and see if, and it did a custom event. So we're going to name this, and we're going to name it water overlap. Having a whole bunch of stuff on event tick's pretty horrible. Some stuff you just can't avoid it though. Alright. Now then, event begin play. I think it's in the input graph actually because it checks all sorts of stuff pretty constantly. Roll event, custom event. That custom event needs to be renamed. What is this thing called? Oh, that's on event begin play. So what we'll do is we'll go over here. Back to the ALS character. You got this whole custom event thing right here. We'll just delete that. And we're going to grab this section of the code, our blueprints. And get this up here. We're going to collapse this. I missed something. Not sure where that is in here, but I missed it. And so we'll try that again. All right. Then we'll do an input. Of course, it'll be cute. And I'm just going to name it something like begin and end. This one went on begin play, right? Yep. So you find the event begin play. And you add it in here. And this is a lot of what working with ALS will end up being with incorporating other stuff, is finding out how to make it fit into the begin, play, and event tick in meaningful ways. It's got a lot of stuff on the ALS that has to update every tick to make sure the head's rotated right, movements are checked, all that kind of stuff. I was a little surprised it was so easy to actually make work on some stuff. Okay. I was going to make a water overlap thing, but I think I'll just collapse it again. Alright, so this has been placed exactly where it should go, which is the spawn water splashes. An event begin play, weird. Event tick is check characters overlapping and adjust gravity if it's in gravity box. Oh, that's new. Okay, so just delete this custom event. We're going to collapse this down. Same way. And we'll do a check water. And we'll just do an end. And then I got to find my event tick. Just grab this and cut it out and event tick. Alright. This can actually just go right here, early on in the graph. There we go. Now let's give it a shot. So like used to, you just had to add the tag and it took care of it. Oh, we got some crazy here. Looks like everything for some reason is basically checking his water outside of this water volume. Or it looks like the gravity of the water volume is in the wrong spot. I think graph set something. Okay, yeah, he's made a lot of changes to this that I am gonna have to mess with. Oh yeah, because he incorporated max walk speeds, all sorts of stuff. So that's probably interfering with the ALS. It's a big issue. Fun. Oh. Okay. What we're going to do for now then is actually check and make sure other things are kind of working right. We'll close this out. Yeah, I don't know why I don't like the way his water's looking right now. I'm going to get rid of this guy. We're going to bring in the water one. Alright, and we're going to have to make sure his controls are set up to the same controls. You know what, let's just play and see what he's got set up, because it didn't give me any complaints whenever I compiled him. So he's probably... Oh. Is there a player start in there? Auto possess. Auto possess, player 0. There's no player start, so... Nope, I don't have any controls. I have to go set them up real fast. I'm all upset because I want to use the ALS stuff. But I can't remember what he names all his stuff. I was trying to avoid this kind of stuff, but you make sure the water's working right and everything. It's all new, so I gotta play with it and see exactly what might be going wrong. Jump, stance, sprint, walk. Axis mappings, move forward, move backwards. Alright. But do we actually have a sprint action, aim action, control, camera action, ragdoll action? Alright, so move forward and backwards. Set on W and S. Alright. Move forward, backwards. Put this right here. We should actually just be able to plug these in without a move backwards on that. Oops. Input, let's move right. Add movement input. Get right vector, okay. And then I should just be able to put that stuff there. Gamepad input, not using one for this. Delete that. Jump. I should be able to connect right there. So walk, that should be input walk. So yeah, it'll be, what are the names of his? Look up, down, left, right. Okay, typical. That's how they're usually named. If they don't say left and right, they'll say just right. It'll be like input access, look right. Alright, so both of them are wrong. Okay. Look up, down. There we go. Up, down will be your pitch. Left, right will be your yaw. That should compile now. Alright. And then I should actually be able to control that water character and see how the reactive water is actually working. This is the one I thought was going to be all super quick and easy. Yep, okay, got full control at least. And you can see it's got reactive water. It's not the prettiest splashes, but it's reactive. You can actually turn on and off the tessellation and stuff under it. It gives him some buoyancy. You go a little slower, see his arms flail out to the side. I'll probably actually have to go and create a whole custom movement setting for that, but it's pretty nice. Once it's incorporated with like the mantle and stuff, you'll be able to like pull up on this edge right here. It'll be really nice. And yep, he sure did. He got it where the whole thing underwater, because it's staying. We were underwater. Okay. Go down here, content browser, open this up, pull up our swimming stuff, swimming animations. Alright. What we're actually going to do first is create a balloon space, animation, balloon space. We'll use the ALS skeleton and we'll do blend underwater swim. Underwater will be fine. And then we'll make another one real quick. Blend space, ALS skeleton, blend surface, water. Okay. Oh, wait. Looks like they may have updated this to actually have a blend space. Swim forward, blend space. Okay, we've got the swim on top of water, blend space here. Swim forward slow, swim underwater forward, blend space. Check it out. Okay, I was actually going to make this. I had to make this back whenever I first got this asset pack. I'll show you real fast how to make one of them. I'll do the underwater one, just because we're here. I had already done so much of it. I can delete that. Oh no! I crashed. I do that quite a bit on this Mac. Anybody wants to donate to the cause, be appreciated. Oh man. Oh, that reminds me. Another asset pack I'd gotten for free. Trying to stay on all the free stuff as best I can. People like Logmeyer's Advanced Locomotion System. You'll see how complicated that is as we go on. He put a lot of work into it. It's gorgeous. It's now free permanently, but go and tip him or something. These things aren't, free to make. It takes people's time and stuff. He was, I think, 22 when he finished, living in his mom's house still. I think he started it when he was going to school and everything, so it wasn't like he was just freeloading off of her, but it was his passion project more than anything. And he managed to complete all that, and it was amazing. And I don't know how he feels about the fact that he made it on the asset store for free. If he just was one of the developers that missed being able to cancel, or if he was happy about it. But then he pushed out the 4, stopped working on it. From what I understand, last I checked, he was actually working for a development company, and he's got a great climbing system he's been working on that you can go view on his YouTube. That I don't know that it'll ever quite get finished with all his real life projects now. Hopefully someday it is. I might try to make some of this climbing system, because all the different pieces and animations put together just have to make it trace complex and do some maths or something. This thing broke. Nintendo account? How'd I get to a Nintendo account? Quit that. I think the only asset pack that I have to really, really worry about that I have is the jetpacks. They released it as free content, and then somebody alerted them that the content was not the original creators. All of us that got it got a second pack with just a warning that they wouldn't take it from us, but to be careful with its use. Oh, man. Come on, where are you? I had to recover my account once, and so there's a small risk that I don't have everything. They said to let them know if I was ever missing anything. If I'm missing it, I might go buy it real quick, depending on what the cost was. Nope, there it is. Dodges and rolls. I can actually go delete that reactive water thing now. You know what, I'll wait, because we're not seeing the water tessellation behind them. It might not just be set up yet, but it was a whole thing. Everything didn't copy smoothly. Well, we have added the dodge and rolls. Now, I will actually check and see if it's got a blend space. It didn't used to have a blend space. If it doesn't, I'll show you the blend space inside of it instead. Animations. Okay, yeah, it doesn't have a blend space. We'll do it here. That way I'm not just... do blend space. Put on the ALS skeleton. Blend. Dodges. And then let's go to swimming, animations, and delete that one I was going to make that didn't survive anyways. Alright. Dodges and rolls, animations, blend space. Hang on. Grab this character, mannequin. This might be messy. Retargeting a bunch of them like that doesn't always. All right. Replace it with a little animation man. All right. That's all those meshes all cleaned up. Oh. Need to fix up some redirects. Oh, this will take a moment, but okay, it's taking longer than I thought it would. There we go, it's speeding up. Do with the water all down. Alright. What we're going to do is put the dodge forward, dodge back everything into a blend space. And it'll be based on which direction you're moving. So when you just hit a dodge button, it'll blend it between the different animations from the roll forward to the roll straight to the side. If you're going kind of at an angle, it'll mix the two of them. It looks okay. Everything except some of the backwards animations. They're not the prettiest. They look a little jumbly, but it's okay. Eventually, to make it all work in the ALS, you actually have to create like a different movement state and everything. Okay, let's hit these swim ones real fast for that skeleton. That way we'll just see it on the main animation man. I'll eventually go clean it up between two of the characters, but I'm thinking there we go. Alright, get back to dodge rolls. Animations. Alright, so we open this up, and what we're going to want is, it's like roll forward, I think. Alright, roll forward. In place, I use the in place animations. We put it down here. Boom. Alright, and then we do roll back. Backwards, in place. Put it way up here. And what this does is the scale of whatever the value is, you actually can set it up over here. It's got the horizontal and vertical axis settings. Whenever you call these animations, you actually like roll between them. Since they're going to be on the axis map, they're all set on ones. So it's between 1 and 0. Oh wait, no, -1, sorry. Yeah, -1 to -1, or to 1. Alright, and then we'll have roll left in place, and you put this somewhere over, I want to say it's here. And then roll right. In place over here. I got these swapped the first time I did it. And then somewhere my little green dot is floating around. Out of view, I think. think I have these swapped actually. You want it on the axis settings so that you have one up here, and then when the axis is -1, he'll roll backwards. That should actually, -1, 0, yeah, and this should be 1, 0. And I might have to swap those two animations at one point, but that's the way you set up a balloon space like that. Let's see if I close this and open it back up. It'll give me my green dot back. Yeah, there we go. So whenever this is up here, it rolls backwards. And see, it's not a real pretty animation. Then here, it's forward. Then over here, he rolls to his left. Over here, to the right. And whenever they're mixed, they kind of roll them together. And it'll actually be based on the angle. That backwards animation, though, is just not the prettiest. It looks like his head flips all the way around and all sorts of stuff. I'm pretty sure it does, but... Okay. Close that. We've got swim animations that are all set up. We can actually go into... Oh, man. ALS stuff. Okay, we know that this is mostly working with this guy. He doesn't float all off, so we'll have to find out what's wrong with the ALS person for that to happen. It's putting him in some kind of state that's not appropriate. Probably something with the movements and everything. We go in advanced locomotion. Let's get our character back. Character logic. That ball shouldn't shoot up in the air like that either. Okay. Water splashes. Oh, for one, we actually need to connect this on the inside. I forgot. And then somewhere off here in the end. Alright, so we got a sequence. So it's going to want to be at the end of the sequence. And then let's go get the one off the event tick. There it is. Okay, that's the one off the event tick. Begin play. We need the one off the begin play. Because I didn't connect any of that stuff, which means that it's just a weird floaty character that is not really doing, which explains a lot. Alright. Switch on string. I need to connect all three of these to this. Because it could be any one of these based on whatever's going on there. Alright. That should make a significant difference in that. Alright, and then just on principle, we'll go here. We'll get the, where is it? It's not the interfaces, it's not the cameras. It's going to be under meshes, environment data, enums, not the gate, movement state. There we go. And then you'll create a new one and put climbing. I'm not going to use it today, but you know. And then we'll also make one for swimming. And coming back to me, but I'm going to have to play around with a lot of stuff as we go along. Let's see how that treats the ALS now. He tries a little harder. Feels a little smoother too. Things aren't as broken, but of course I can't see anything I'm doing because I left the lights off. Or the sun on. It's a rotating thing. Probably gonna have to break up a lot of the movement stuff into more of a blend space, because that's probably where we're breaking, is it's turning on that animation. Where's my water? Oh, I didn't save the level, did I? Okay, yeah. Level didn't end up getting saved, so whenever we crashed. I'm glad the rest of the stuff was saved. Alright, blueprint. We do rain on location, impacts on location, goo particles. It's got quite a bit of stuff in here. It's pretty cool. Alright. Alright, let's set that. Whoop, now well. Nope, so much for monetization. Toss a ball in here again and watch it fly up into the air. This thing should be really simple, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on with some of its stuff. Buoyancy function. Trace length, collision type. It should have a water tag on it. Yep. It's changed up quite a bit. I'm not sure if I like how much it's changed or not, because it used to just be you could basically throw everything in, and anything you just tag the word buoyancy on it, and it would make it buoyant and cause splashes. Check out this buoyancy function he's got going on here. Add force, linear dampening, angular dampening. For whatever reason, this is causing it to shoot up in the space. But we'll see. Let's get back into the ALS character here for a second, because this used to be a lot simpler for this. I might have to go find the old version and just redo this video. Watch, I got the old version. There's probably like a version 4 out now or something like that. It's going to be under the event tick stuff. Delay for each loop, sequence, overlap box component, overlapping component, overlapping body, overlapping motor body, overlapping component. That feels like that should be connected to something there. So I think I'm missing part of this code anyways. Overlapping water body, okay. And character movement. Okay, yes, it's character movement. Probably have to actually go into ALS and create a movement mode that says he's in water, not swimming. And let him do the little sync thing with his arms out during that state. That's a basic start. Alright. I don't feel like dealing with the actual animation blueprint right now too much, but animation modifiers. Audio, character meshes, character assets, data curves, props. Where is the animation blueprint? Character logic. This ALS based character. Okay. No, it's going to be under this one. skeleton mesh. Yep. Animation, use animation, blueprint, animation class. It's ALS, AM, BP. There it is. Oh, this has changed too, so forgive me because I'm figuring stuff out. Should be right here that I want. Ideal states, components of local to component. Oh, that's my hand IK, all that stuff. We're gonna blend for spinal rotations. Oh man, they've moved it all around on me, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. I want. Okay, yeah. Blend out a pose, blend in a pose. It's fine. Do every frame, updating our stuff. Gets all the rotation values, all that stuff. This is where I'll put like is swimming, all that kind of stuff. A lot of stuff that's over there in the character blueprint now, I can probably actually bring over here and actually branch some stuff off. Update animation values, update foot IK, all that stuff. Branch it off and do is swimming. And just set it to change the movement mode under or in water. Oh man. Okay. There is. I want this animation graph. I want the states for. Where are they? Might have to pause here and actually default pose, ragdoll pose, movement state. Yeah, okay. And then we'll actually create a swimming movement state over here, just like this state machine, and probably change the movement state. Here, and the ALS movement state. See, it's got all the different ones, so I can actually sit here and change those up so that whenever it's in a certain movement state, you'll be doing other stuff instead, and it'll make it a little bit easier. So, like this, I can actually copy, paste, oops, Mac shortcuts. But we'll change this to water state, and climbing state. It switches. There is a way to increase or actually branch this off. Oh, I've got people coming down and stuff. I think I've done quite a bit here that I can pause this. Yep,